Yo, 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 1 2 1 2. What it do? It's your boy Skeetersteve.
And Nikki B.
And welcome to another episode of Lace Rounds where we're giving it to you for the culture and by the culture. Ah, yes, back again.
Yes, we are in all this heat.
Yes, and this nasty ass heat.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't given you guys a weather report in a while.
No, we haven't.
Because we were really grateful for that monsoon that we were in. So,
oh, no, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but as of right now, everything's back full throttle and we're totally paying for it. So.
And it's still hot as fuck. Like, I'm tired of it being hot. Like, I'm over this shit. Like,
it was like my car registered at like 119, 120 yesterday.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's
Jeez.
just we're not getting anything, any type of grace out here right now. So if you guys, for all my people that's in cooler temps, definitely going ahead and appreciate that.
No, yes, really, for definitely. Real.
But in all this heat, what have you been having going on?
Man, nothing much. Just been kicking back, chilling with the family, whatnot. Mm-hmm. Just all that good shit. Just gonna enjoy this 3-day weekend, So
I definitely know. I too am very excited about this 3-day weekend right now.
No, yeah, because I just haven't been really just been doing a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, still on the PS5.
Okay.
I got cussed out by a little kid the other day.
What happened with that?
That shit was funny.
Okay. Well, what happened? Did you have to tell the kid? Were you guys on live?
No, yeah, we was online. He was just mad because I was playing Call of Duty, had a kill streak, and I just kept killing him repeatedly.
Uh-huh.
And little nigga said, "I hope your mom dies a slow, painful death."
Oh my goodness!
I started laughing. I was just like, "All right, bro, be blessed." I was like, "How old are you?" "Oh, I'm 13. I was like, "Yeah, it explains." It's like, "Stop fucking killing me." I'm sorry. What do you expect? I mean, this is Call of Duty. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, maybe you shouldn't kill him.
No. And I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, I totally get that. It's just I get a little bit of the other side of it from what my son plays and the whole banding, like getting your account banned and all of that kind of jazz. So I understand on how competitive that thing gets. I have a meme in my phone right now where the guy was like losing to a kid on Madden online or whatever. So he had to tell the kid that he was like 12.
Uh-huh.
He was like, I was getting my ass beat so bad, I had to tell the kid that I was 12 years old, so that well, actually, no. I'm fumbling up the story. As a grown man, he was playing against, and then he had to tell the grown man that he was 12 years old because he was getting beat so bad. Yeah, I had that one in my phone for a while, but it was just hilarious to me, and it kind of, what you just said was a tad bit reminiscent of that in reverse.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely though. But a lot of these gamer motherfuckers, especially these little kids, they take that shit serious. Really serious.
Absolutely.
But, I ain't mad at it, though. I mean, they be playing, getting better. We already talked about it. I'm all for the kids getting their money, getting that paper. But, hey, some of these adults, hey, we trying to get this paper, too. We can't let all y'all have all the fun and all the money. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. So I mean, shit, I get quite entertained, like, when a kid cuts me out. Or even a grown-ass man cuts me out. That shit is just funny to me.
I wish I too could take that. I just can't take. It's hard for me to accept any type of form of disrespect.
Why? It's funny though. Like it's
no. Don't get me wrong. Because it's like shit. You're gonna win every time. Like somebody mad and you're not mad. It's like oh, you mad? Haha. Like the laughter is like you're always gonna win with a laugh. You're always gonna win that way. It's just the point that it's like, so what if I am?
But you know what though? I do gotta give you your kudos because I'm a story time. It's a couple months back, anniversary of the podcast. Other podcast we went to a hookah lounge with Chill. Played Uno, gave her that fade, and she didn't trip. But I can see it in her face like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm gonna get you next time when I see you, though. But yeah, she did take the L. So I mean,
I love how you just eloquently slid that in there, and just so everybody knows, I accepted it. Shout out to Robert, Rob G, Rob Gardner, whatever you call it.
The Art House Hookah Lounge.
Art House Hookah Lounge definitely showed us love that night.
Oh yes, absolutely.
But the deal with that was I just really didn't agree with these niggas' rules. It was like I had to pretty much argue about like not stacking and all that.
That was Rob. That was
Rob.
Yeah.
But then hold on. So the deal is like, when I'm playing Uno and shit, it's like, all right, you get down to your last card and you call the Uno before the next person, before they call their own Uno, you get it. And like, no, the card got to touch the pal. Well, that defeats the whole fucking point. It's like once you, like, no, if you don't get it, I know for a fact. Me and my girls, like me, like anybody I play Uno with, you gotta hide that last card so nobody is going ahead and call it out on you. So we did that, and then you know what? That wasn't even my problem with that game. Now that you mention it, my problem is
What?
that we've evolved past going through the stack and pulling until you get a color.
Oh no,
You
yeah, I hate
niggas
that.
wanted to pull that color so bad, and I'm like, it's one and done. You pull the one
I'm
card.
with you on that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm with you on that. That
So the
keep
next
on
time,
pulling. I
yeah,
hate that.
okay,
I hate
okay.
it.
So why did you like? Where were you when the fat bitch jumped on me? Because it was like, well,
That wasn't me. That was look. That was his
Rob.
place, and
Okay.
that's his rules.
Right? Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, we were
yeah,
we were
because
guessing
everybody
his
has house rules.
We were guessing his establishment. So I will, Rob, if you're listening, that was ass. But
Yeah.
I'm totally team one and done. Like,
Oh no, yeah, absolutely.
I would have dusted y'all for if it. You see here, I can't believe he threw that out on the show. Like, I would have dusted you. I dust you on air. Like,
damn.
all right,
For real.
yeah,
That's
everybody already know like how passionate I get about Uno. Like, I got like I collect. I'm a collector. I just,
yeah, she do.
The way that your aunties and moms and everybody probably feel about spades and dominoes. That's how I feel about Uno.
And honestly though, this may sound fucked up of me saying this, but yeah, I just want to keep playing the game with you and just keep beating you until you lose your shit and get mad.
Okay.
I just want to see you go there. Okay. Like, cause for me, I'm sorry, I'm just that type of person. Like, when I see a person get mad and they're losing, that shit is hilarious to me.
I know that the cards can't always go, my way, and hey, the sun has to shine. Every dog has their day.
Oh no, yeah, everybody do.
And I'm not going there. But I'm just saying, like, as far as the strategy and everything, you're not gonna beat me that many times. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That's not gonna happen.
We'll just see.
Yeah, we shall. I'll put money up the whole nine.
See why you gotta go there. See why you see.
Because that's just like where my confidence is.
Oh my god.
I definitely I'm that person.
Okay.
When it comes to Uno, and I don't run away from those Uno fades. It don't matter.
all right. No, I got it. So yeah. Before we get into, all the shit that went on, this week and whatnot, though, but
right.
Very, very shout out, man, to Dave East for real, man. It was already in the works from him speaking about it last year though, but officially, as of last week, he had opened up his retail store in New York, and it's called From the Deli. So I mean, it's pretty dope. Him just really saying, lettering to Nipsey. I bought my first store today. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Nipsey, you laid the blueprint for everything that we did, and just pretty much being inspired by him, just following his blueprint. And inside his store has his own clothing brand. Got the cannabis in there. New York is easy enough on the cannabis law, so that's pretty dope to allow him to have the cannabis and the papers and the wraps in the store. And his store is called From the Deli. And it is located, I want to say, yes, 124th, New York, 124th Avenue, New York. So it's pretty dope. He had a grand opening, ribbon bowl cutting, and everything. So I mean, I'm excited for him. So you know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying. So I mean, I love to see rappers thriving outside the music and creating their own business. And even though like there were rappers was doing it, but it wasn't rappers doing it on a level that how Nipsey doing it. But even after Nipsey's passing, we're seeing rappers like we just spoke about last week. Ellie Dollars, he has his own store in Houston. Currency, Jet Life, his clothing line, and want to go back out there because he got a burger spot out there called Nola Burger. Bun B with Trill Burgers. Fat Joe have his sneaker store in New York. So I like seeing rappers thriving outside the artistry and outside the music. Oh yeah, too. Styles P with his juicery and smoothie joint out there in New York. And Styles P, stop fucking playing, bro. I'm gonna keep on pressing.
Yes.
Bring it to the West Coast, man. Stop playing. We need one of those joints out here. I don't even care if you put it in California. I'll drive to California just to try that shit though. But we need one on the West Coast. So it's very dope to see, another rapper, just opening up line of business, and just people just going in there and supporting, and looked at the prices, of his clothing. Not too bad, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'll spend the money though, so yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
I will be supporting Dave Easton
I
and his
wouldn't be
best,
upset
and
with one of these shirts
yeah,
either. The from the Deli
yeah, no,
t-shirts, and like you said, it's amazing that he's taking the time to like really pay attention because Dave has been one of the number one like supporters since the passing of Nip, and
oh
like
yeah,
shortly after Nip
absolutely,
passed, one of his main guys, transitioned as well, Shooter. So
yeah,
it's really dope. Like as far as like within the store, the whole layout that he has in there, from what I've seen, also the murals that he has in there and paying tribute and homage, and just the fact that he has it in Harlem where he's from. So that's really sick. You can't do anything but salute that, and also, like you said, as far as the whole moving from just doing rap, they just wrapped up on the Wu Tang and
yeah,
also
which
the
is dropping. Episode season 3 will be dropping September 8th. So
that's
yes,
gonna be
yes, yes,
bittersweet because this is the last season. And for
yeah.
those that watch the show, you guys know how phenomenal it is and how pretty much essentially Dave was damn near born to play meth. So
Oh yeah, man.
this is
Yeah.
this is gonna be amazing. So Davies, really proud of everything he's doing out there, and yes, honorable mention for sure.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely, man. One of my favorite shows. So yeah, man. Dave, here at Lace Rounds, you already know we give our people flowers, so we definitely salute you. All right, let's get into it. First up, Dr. Dre has been in the tabloids and a lot in the news lately though, but on positive matters. So
Yes,
and I
absolutely.
like it. I like
Yes,
it.
yes.
We're starting off. First off, we're starting off. Dr. Dre credits the DOC convincing him to rap on the Chronic album with Snoop Doggy Dogg, and that was, you know what? It was very shocking to hear that because we know Dre never looked at himself as a rapper to begin with, though.
Mhm.
So in an interview he did with Dovette Quince on his podcast, he mentioned that he didn't originally plan on rapping anyway, and obviously he would have ended up lending his voice to these joints that he already in the cut that he was already making, but DLC really had talked him into doing it, where it said he was just gonna lay back and produce, which was his idea for his solo album though. But DLC was like, "Nah, man, you just got out of that deal, Ruthless. So I'm gonna need for you to do something." And laying down tracks from Nothing But a G Thing, Let Me Ride, and we could just keep on going. So Dre did thank you, DLC, for pushing him to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if he didn't do it, Chronic would have sounded a lot different from what we
Oh,
enjoy
absolutely. It would have been a
now.
completely different
Yeah.
project. So, it's really dope when we're able to hear what actually went behind the whole creative process of the classics that we've learned to grow and love. And, that's an amazing story. I never knew that DOC, like, one of the things, especially like getting more, and it's so refreshing to see DOC getting his flowers.
Oh yes,
And also,
absolutely,
side note, I know his
absolutely.
documentary. If it's not out already, it's on its way out. It's
Yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah.
soon,
It's
right?
it's on
Yeah,
its way
right.
soon.
And
Yeah,
speaking of
yes.
releases, we finally got that We Cry Together also.
Oh yes, and to got some great news since we're talking about Dr. Dre. Snoop Dogg just got confirmed. I want to say yesterday. Snoop Dogg said he's putting all the Death Row catalog back up in 30 days. So they took care of the business. Everybody's getting paid, and we're all getting the Death Row catalog back on streaming networks. Ha ha!
Oh
Yeah,
man, my man didn't even take a
yeah,
breath on that, and that's the best
yeah,
news I've heard in a very very long time, Steven. I'm hearing
yeah.
it first from you right
Yeah,
now. Like,
yeah, no,
thank you.
yeah,
Oh
no,
my
yeah,
goodness,
yes,
this is.
yes,
Oh
absolutely.
my
No, yeah,
gosh,
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
so
Yes,
happy. Right,
yes.
right, right in time for Libra season. Thank you, Snoop. All right, I knew you
No,
weren't gonna
yeah.
let us down.
No,
Big old
yeah, no,
Libra.
yeah. No,
All right, I
yeah.
feel that. I feel that. No, that's dope, and that's really exciting because it's like even when it comes down to our classic corners, it is just a
It
little
was on,
difficult
yeah, it was,
doing
yeah.
those and like being able to. Oh, you know what? It'd be so dope.
What?
And I'm gonna say this, but if we can get that murder was the case,
Man,
that
yeah. I want that.
because that
Yeah.
wasn't there beforehand.
No, it
So
wasn't. Above the Rim was
above the room.
Ram gang related and gridlock, but yeah, I would love
No,
to
murder
have
was the
that.
case,
I
and
would.
that was
Yeah, I'm
dope.
with you. I'm with you on that. I would love to have that murder of
I
the
would love
case. Yeah.
nothing more than to have to not go to YouTube to pull up,
Oh yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah,
fucking murder was the case. But
yeah.
Definitely that's a huge win.
Oh
Okay,
no,
so
yeah.
they just putting points on the board all the way around.
Oh no,
You
yeah.
know, like I said, DLC definitely happy. You know that they're coming forward and actually giving us these stories. It's really dope when we're able to hear what
Uh-huh.
actually took place on the back end, and you know who all had their hands in it, who was really in the field. But you know, it's just all around wins. Like you said, Dre's been in the news a lot lately,
Uh-huh.
but for positive things, and these are the things that we like to hear and see because it's like it seems like especially in these times that everyone is so much that like it's just so normal. It's normalized to
Right.
be painted in bad news.
Right. Right.
So for you know Dre to be doing his thing and you know right now also like right surely they just announced that Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige, as well as 50 Cent, have made history.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
they
Yes. 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 Yes.
they are officially Emmy winners. So yes, from their
Oh.
halftime performance, for those of you guys that are unfamiliar, you know where we're going with this, but they have all received Emmys. One for outstanding variety special, another for outstanding music direction, another for outstanding production design for the variety special. So I think that is fantastic. This
Oh
is
man.
something that is so unheard of, and I know that you know the NFL as well as just I feel like it might be CBS, yeah, like
Right.
that actually broadcast the Super Bowl. I know that it was such a dicey situation just simply
Uh-huh.
because of everyone coming at the whole aspect of it being gangster rap, it being
Right.
LA, being Dr.
Right.
Dre,
Right.
and
Right.
Snoop coming out there, Crip walking, and having Stormy DeVar doing choreography for
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
that it was
Yeah.
such a like dicey situation, and for them to go ahead and still you know prevail over that, that just lets you know that the real will always be the real. So that's amazing, and the fact that you know they did it without the game, even though he felt like he should have been a part of it.
I love the game though, but I'm all like, nah, bro. You caused too much friction in your career.
And
That's why.
what would you
That's
have
why.
performed?
Yeah.
Like, let's be
Yeah.
real.
Right. He probably would have just did. This is how we do. Like
And
really.
he still didn't need a 50 for that.
Yeah.
Shit. Shut up, nigga.
Oh my God, yeah, he definitely would have thought. But yeah, man, you know, West Coast winning, you know, West all day. All right, moving
There was some
along.
East victories in here.
Yeah.
We leveled that. I
No,
thank
yeah,
God,
yeah.
baby.
No, yeah, we did. Moving on. JID reveals DiCaprio 3 will be a Gangsta Grills mixtape. Yeah, we will be reviewing this album later on through the show, though. Yeah. But JID, he shedded light on the new project, saying his next entry of his beloved DiCaprio series. According to him, DJ Drama is throwing the Gangsta Grills label over it, and the rapper is looking to jack some beats. Me and Drama are really gonna do it right. As he was telling Complex, I'm talking about other niggas' beats. Okay, I mean, you getting the inspiration from Ice Cube, jacking the beats. I see it. I definitely see it though. So I mean, DiCaprio 3. I mean, I'm here for it. I actually liked it. The last one, DiCaprio 2, was phenomenal. The first one, I mean, it was in. It was in to me. I mean, I wasn't feeling it like that though, but I mean, the second one, it definitely has showed growth. So for him to do a part 3 and then of course grabbing DJ Drama, I mean, I'm not gonna go into like super well preconceived notions. So I mean, just gonna say, hope you deliver.
Oh, as we said last show, it's just really dope to also see Drama, you know,
Oh yeah,
getting his followers and
oh
getting
yes,
his dues.
yes, yes.
He's been doing it for a while, so JID, like, I'm more than certain that just about everyone that's probably listened to the pod is very, very familiar with JID, and if they're not, they're gonna definitely get familiar with JID before the end of the show. But coupling those two together, I know this is gonna be phenomenal.
Oh no, yeah, me too. Definitely gonna be phenomenal. All right, moving on.
Yeah, yeah. So where would we be? We've given you guys just a little bit too much of the positivity.
Now it's time for the fuck shit.
Yes, it is. Sadly.
Oh yes,
but giving grace,
oh,
grace.
No, yeah, giving grace my ass. Yeah, fuck that. Stacey Dash shares an emotional video after recently finding out that DMX had just passed over a year ago, and this is what she had to say in the video. This is just super wild on all boards, on all occasions. This was just super crazy. Uh,
It's just basically the whole tear filled, you know. Oh my God, I know I'm a little late, but if DMX, you know, pretty much like just announcing that she had found out that DMX passed a
Pass.
year ago.
Yes.
And it was so wild to us because she really still took that moment to like really make it about herself.
Oh
It's like,
yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
I'm embarking. He let the, what was it? Not the devil win, but
Yeah.
it was just like the addiction one and
Oh.
all of this and her crying on the camera. Honestly, I don't feel like anybody really needs to revisit and hear that. But it's just the point of like, you know, the fact that she came out there and she did that. It was just like so distasteful. Like it just it was distasteful in one sense. And I do feel like there was maybe, just like I was saying earlier, giving Grace a little bit of possibly some type of form of sincerity there. But at the same time, that's something that you could have kept for yourself. Like
Right.
I'm a firm believer that if you crying on camera, ain't shit wrong with you. Like if you go pick up that camera and you can sit there and, you know, record yourself crying and all of that kind of thing.
I need help to beat my meat paws.
Between that and fucking the most epic one is the Tyrese one. What more?
Oh my
God! I'm like, what do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
It's the worst. It's like, Jody, if you don't wipe your damn face right now, it's like, oh my goodness.
Sit your black ass
down. It's like I'm just really, I'm big on the fact of just like having those type of moments to yourself, and it's always okay to turn off the camera. It's always okay for you to go on ahead and talk with people, you know, amongst your real support group. And it just like I was telling Steve, this just really like is just the final nail in the coffin of like, one thing, I was a tad bit envious because I was like, all right, well, shit, I aspire to be that disconnected at times, not from the culture, never from the culture, baby, but at the same time, I aspire to be that disconnected from the world, Craig, than fucking Stacey Dash, because at that time, she just really like, you don't got no group chats. That's just showing us you don't got no friends. You don't got no group chats.
Right.
And they hit you up like, hey, Stace, DMX, Aeropass. Like, nobody fucking hit her up at all. Like, it was just so many buses that she missed. And it's like, it's just, to be that disconnected, it's like the ultimate, like,
yeah, it really was.
It'd be a whole lot of fuck shit. There's a lot of things that I wish I could unhear. Yeah. Like, I wish I didn't have to, like, kind of, oh my, yeah, we got more stuff to talk about. But it's like, it's a lot of things that I've kind of wished that I was disconnected from. But it's like, girl, you sat there and you took the time to make this whole ass video, to go through the motions of posting this video, to get the soundtrack too, the music behind it, the backtrack, and put all this whole presentation and put this whole production together. And like, you didn't think to go to Google and see that this man has passed over a year ago.
Right.
Like, go to hell, Stacey Dash. Like, the hell are you talking about? Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, that's just as crazy. It's like to the point of like, you paying respect was so disrespectful in the same sense, because it's just showing how disconnected you are. It's like, what's next? Like, they're like, Stacey Dash, like, the Twitter was just going crazy.
Right. All I know is she was.
Like,
that's how I was feeling.
No,
like,
I
what's
wrong?
Like,
I'm knowing.
What's wrong with you?
But Black Twitter was going wild.
Oh, yeah,
they were like, wait till Stacey Dash finds out that Trump isn't president anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Wait till Stacey Dash. It was like my favorite one. They were like, also like, they were like, Stacey Dash just wanted to show off her new skin.
Oh, yeah.
Because mommy sure has been over there bleaching. But also, the other one was, like, I feel like Jay Letterman right now, like David Letterman, like hitting the top 3. The other one was the little baby, and she was like, I showing up. Nobody showing up to tell me anything about Earl passing. And then the one that the number one answer, the one of all of them, was the future text.
Oh my God!
Yes, everything going, because you know they always used to see you can future text your way into anybody's life, like in a sense. All this going on with Stacey Dash right now made me think about how clueless I've been. She watching out my life. Like, you can always future text yourself like back into somebody's life, but. Yeah, no, Stacey Dash does some fuck shit. You know, I hope, you know, kudos to you and your sobriety and whatever else you're going through. But, you know, go ahead and if you just stay where you've been.
Right, exactly. All right, moving on. Fat Joe. This one was kind of spicy though. So I mean, I had to call a couple of OGs to get some digging in this one though. But I mean. Before I say my opinion, so I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. He got dragged for Twitter saying both Latinos and Black created hip hop. So he went on there saying that, you know, thank you for all the hip hop contributions and everything that he was saying. You know, he was like, I tell you, I never really fucked with Twitter, but to go on there to always see hating on me, he merely begins at the mark where he literally been talking about Latinos wasn't in hip hop. These guys are fucking delusional. We're from the Bronx, where it was started. It's Latino and black, half and half. I'm going to say that me because I was the only Spanish dude with a big voice like that. Fuck that. Latinos saying that they wasn't there, you wasn't invited as a specimen. I don't know what the fuck is up, but the people don't know their facts. And Black Twitter did come all around,
They
just
came in
like
droves. They don't
yeah,
play. They don't
yeah,
play.
yeah.
Yeah,
Them
they don't
niggas
fuck
is
around.
them niggas is ruthless, like super ruthless though. But it was just crazy to hear one of the OGs that was there from the beginning, Grandmaster Cass. He had to say something about it. So peep this.
Now, I recently heard some controversy going around on Twitter about a comment I made in a Vlad interview a few years back. Well, let me clear some shit up for
And
you
then
right
it
about now.
circulated up now with the
Some of
Joe.
the first Latinos in hip hop were down with me, Disco Wiz, Charlie Chase, Joe Conzo, the man who took hip hop's baby pictures, Prince Whip a Whip, okay? All Latinos, all part of my crew, okay? So there's no way that I could talk about there not being a Latino presence in the culture of hip hop. Now, I've stuck my foot in my mouth a couple of times on Vlad interviews, and they probably caught a off, comment or something like that. But let me clear that up. For all my brothers, my Latino brothers and sisters in hip-hop, I've been an advocate since day one. So knock the bullshit off. Peace.
Mm.
And then
There you have it.
And then it didn't stop there. Legendary B-boy, better known as Crazy Legs from Rocksteady Crew, pulled up an old flyer where he says, "Look at this, Charlie Chase walking around Puerto Rican in the '70s with a different crew. Before we now known as the Cold Crush Brothers, and Grandmaster Cash was a part of the Cold Crush Brothers. Charlie Chase was already doing this thing with the black people. So I mean, for y'all, some of y'all, this just lets y'all know y'all disconnected with the fucking history. Y'all just want to go off of what's present as of right now. And I'm just gonna say this because me having the b-boy background and doing the knowledge and the history from it. Yes, b-boys were in the first generation, but when the black people died out in '73 and '74, the Latinos came and carried it on to the next generation, which was 75, 76, 77. And then that's when black people started coming back around. So now you have the blacks and the Latinos doing the hip hop culture together as a whole, as a unit, and as a one. So for y'all to say that Latinos didn't have a part, I mean, I gotta disagree. Like that just lets me know, like y'all don't do y'all history. It was a lot of writers, a lot of MCs. It just pretty much when it was in the origins, when it started, when they were around Cool Herc, Bambaataa, Flash, and all of them. So I mean, for y'all to not to include them, that's wild. That's fucking
Nah,
wild.
like you said, it's just definitely a heavy level of going back to just disconnection, and I feel as though that headlines like this is just really they're really set up to splinter us.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
This is
set up
true.
they're
This
set
is
up to
true.
splinter us more so
Yes,
in the sense that
yes.
as opposed to actually focusing on things that really matter on us, like having any type of form of unification, which
Uh-huh.
that's something that kind of goes without saying. We've always been in the same sense of like kind of working together
Right.
and just really like understanding that we're all united through struggle. We're
Yes,
all united through our
absolutely.
circumstances.
Absolutely.
We're all
Yes.
united through just life, as well as the culture and our environment. So when I come across headlines like this and all of that, where we got to come back and just kind of really bring ourselves down to even dissect stuff like this, it's just really disheartening because we should be so much further
Yeah.
as a culture
Mm-hmm.
than to be sitting
Yep.
here and trying to like really
Trying
dissect
to
that.
convince a
Yeah, like
motherfucker.
trying to convince someone. So I
What?
like, as
Yeah.
with Fat Joe and everything, I can understand by him being Latino and everything, especially being from the Bronx, on him feeling the need to come up and to defend himself or
Right. Right.
defend his people. But at the same time, it's just like it's real disheartening that we even have to come and visit
Come
these
to this
things
shit.
in
Yeah, man.
2022.
Yeah.
It's like almost like, not almost, it's exactly like with the whole Fred Hampton situation, on
Yeah.
understanding that
Yeah.
no, like it's so much more at stake, it's so much more,
Yep.
it's so much bigger than all of
Right.
us. Like Word to Dead Press is bigger than hip hop.
Right.
It's the
Exactly.
culture, and
Exactly.
for us to be sitting here and no, you didn't put this in, and this and that. Like, even like, let's take hip hop. Like, I'm not even gonna say let's take hip hop off the table, but just for right now, for this example I'm about to give you, you got Hispanics, Latinos, cholos. You got these guys that knock our oldies, our fucking Miracles, our Smokey Robinson, our Motown,
This is
our
true.
stylistics, that
This is
knocks
true.
our oldies harder than we knock our oldies.
Yep.
Not we, because I knock oldies.
I
But
do
I'm
too. I
saying,
fucks with it.
but for the average,
Yeah.
they're knocking these oldies, and like if you go to like a Smokey Robinson concert right now, I promise you, predominantly that entire arena will be more so Mexicans than anything else. I love that fool. Like they will be out there, standing out there.
That's
Like, I'm
facts.
telling
That's
you,
facts.
like wholeheartedly, and even down to like last weekend, I went to the Blast concert. Like, it's just so many more. Like, it's just you have to love those that love you.
Yep.
And it's just a sense of just really understanding that it's so much bigger than just what meets the eye.
Well,
Because even down to like what Prodigy said on that Bumpy Johnson mixtape, he was like, he been to prison and he was looked out by more, people that wasn't his race than that was actually his race. And not even like trying to splinter the conversation that way, but I'm just saying, it's a certain code. It's those that respect the code, hey, that's what it is. For
right.
those that don't,
Right.
that don't. And
Right.
that's the
Right.
way it really has to be. Like, color and all that kind of shit, like, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, we got to focus on who's actually really truly with us and who's really truly against us.
That
And
part.
stop
That
and
part.
don't be distracted by the by the two.
I know. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Last up. Before we get into the latest report. Mr. Ye, better known as Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Sparks war with Gap over allegations of secret meetings and design thefts.
Yeah, this one was really spicy. Like I was just saying with the Stacey Dash situation, there's certain things that I wish that I could be disconnected from. This being one of them. This being one of them for sure. Like this whole like I ended up like, and it was unfortunate because I love Kanye West. I do. But it's like you just know who's gonna be a good follower and who's not gonna be a good follower. And you gotta understand, like, at times, like, hey, do I just feed off of drama, or like am I the drama? And I had to like come to the carpet with myself. I had to look at myself in the mirror and like, decide that I want to like I want to change my ways. I don't want this. I don't want to have these type of burdens like when I'm going down my damn timeline. My cousin and I, we were discussing like how social media is more or less like a minefield. How you could just wake up and go on there and just actually step somewhere and fucking step on a fucking bomb of just negative energy.
Right.
And it was just so
get hit.
and just get hit. So it's like you got to proceed with caution. So like the first step of that is like me cleaning up my timeline. So follow Kanye West. Follow was damn sure like Steve. Even if Steven wasn't really as if I was disrupting his peace by sending him some of this shit, I was like, man, you see what this nigga over here talking about? It was just day by day, and it started off with him actually going in on the Gap, on the fact that the Gap was allegedly taking some of his designs and redoing his designs, and in all essence of cutting him out of the process to a certain extent. It's really difficult when you get these brands and you sign on to these brands, and the brands now have the ownership of these said designs,
Right.
and now they can actually go on ahead and make these different replicas, because who's gonna check me?
Right.
And then
Word
like
not.
and then your fan base is pretty much like confused, so they're like thinking Gap, oh, this must be the Kanye
Right.
West, or the same thing with the Adidas situation.
Right.
They slide in those different replicas, and that's what ends up happening. But this is a catch-22. For one, it goes back to like that very simple sway, you don't have all the answers, that conversation. I feel as though that personally, just from me and understanding just from my logic, I feel like if Kanye would have taken more time at that point in time to really hear where Sway was coming from, in the sense that man, you can do this yourself and you don't need all this extra stuff and all these collabs. This would have saved him a whole heartache because obviously this guy does not work well with others.
Yeah,
he cannot,
don't.
he doesn't. It's always somebody else's fault.
Right.
And we watched, like, initially his whole, like, defense and everything was the fact of these fashion houses, in Paris and everything, and the fact they don't want blacks a part of it and this, and that. But it's like, I don't want to sit at a table that I'm not welcomed at. So it's like, fuck them in that table. I'm going to go in there and create my own table. So that's where we have something like an Off-White. And, we have the Telfars. And we have all these other, creators. We got the Pierre Moss. And basically so on and so forth. Like, of those that actually are, not asking for the invitation and actually creating and building their own table. So with that one, I feel as though that if he would have just went on ahead and went off by himself, because ultimately, like, yeah, you have built these. Nobody wasn't really checking for Adidas before Kanye went over there. Like that, to that degree, like, his shoes were definitely the most sought after. And then also now with Gap. But here's the deal: if you wouldn't have asked and tried to, like, pretty much not have the confidence in yourself to just do it yourself at that time, we wouldn't be faced with these type of situations right now. So it's like, it's really difficult for me to, like, try to justify or to have any type of sympathy for what he's going through, because this is a situation that he's created himself, all by not actually going out there and doing it himself. Because it's like, yeah, maybe overnight you're not going to be just Balenciaga. However, what you could have done was create your own brand and then did these collaborations with these people to a certain extent while still maintaining your creative control. Because what's happening now is that, you're coming into these companies and everything and throwing these tantrums and, oh, they taking meetings without me and this and that. And they, like, sitting on the other side like, who does this nigga think he is? Like, I don't have to run anything by you. Nigga, I'm Adidas. Like, you came to me. You came to eat off my plate. So it just kind of goes to that. And, I personally, like I said, I've definitely put, a little bit of thought into this. And I've seen it, and I understand, like, the whole creativity and someone taking your style and taking your designs and the things that you work for. I understand that part, but it's like, these niggas wouldn't have never had your designs had you not put yourself in this position, and I don't know what you expected.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. I ain't got shit to say, so I mean, you said everything what I wanted to say, so I mean, nigga, get the shit together, bro. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I wanted to say. Get the shit together. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. All right. Moving on. We got the Les report. All right. First up, y'all kind of upset me with this one, like, for real. Y'all really did. Did a poll. Everybody was on the cop side of this, so, and I get it. I understand. It's a Jordan 4. The Thunders. We ain't seen them in a minute, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just so like, y'all really checking for these, and y'all just had some yellow joints not too long ago.
You was on a drop also?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you and I both. Yeah, me too. Cause I was just there too. I was like, we just had those lightnings. And don't get me wrong, I understand the fact that these have that whole nostalgic value and, like, 2006. Right. Something I'm not gonna be upset with anyone wearing these. However, when we get it, like, just the fact of black and yellow Jordans, I'm kind of low key exhausted a little bit on that colorway.
Right. Oh yes, absolutely.
He does have some taxi ones coming out, and I'm not upset with those. And I actually did get those Pollen / Wu-Tang 1 highs last year, also, which are personal favorite. But for a 4, I was like, I said drop on that just simply because of more of the same of what you said. The fact that we did just get the lightnings, and the fact that I'm not really a huge fan of me being a lady, like a woman, in the sense, like, I know I'm saying that lightly because I know that there are women that do like black shoes. But I personally don't like predominantly black shoes on my feet.
Oh no, yeah, I do though. I like predominantly black shoes, but it just don't really depend.
Well, you're not a lady or a woman either, Steven. So I'm just saying, like,
I said me. I didn't say that.
Okay. I'm just saying, because I'm like,
well, I'm gonna buy you an all black shoe then, just because you said that.
Oh, there's something else I'm gonna get you too. Yeah, dude.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care. We'll just go out together. We'll be looking weird together. Fuck it.
Nah, I'm gonna get you some 6 rings.
Okay, you give me some 6 rings.
Nah, you know what? I'm
gonna
not.
get you some
I'm not.
all-white shoes.
You know
and
what?
We just gonna
Honestly,
look weird together.
ain't no joke worth no $180 though. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say that shit. I'm gonna say that I don't want to patronize those hoes in no way, shape, form, or fashion. So like, but not like for them to be 180. Hell no. Like it's something else. It's something else. But I got you.
Oh, okay. All right. Back to this Jordan 4. Not to really get too much in it. Y'all see it. Y'all, it's dressed in black and yellow with the white Jumpman logo on the black rubber, and gonna be re-releasing as of next year, 2023. I've seen a lot of people say it'll be a cop, 78%, but me and Nikki personally, we said that shit was just a fucking drop to us. Like, sorry, but not sorry.
Absolutely not sorry at all about that.
All right. A question was posed to me before we get into this next sneaker. Question was posed to me in my DM, and yes, I'm going to answer this one the same way. A lot of niggas was catching a slap for the 6 rings. A question was posed to me, and they said, would you date a chick and she had on some low top K-Swiss classics? And you know what? The tennis joints. I'm not mad. It's more exceptional. That's more exceptional than the feelers song.
Especially if they are clean.
Yeah.
Like I don't like.
That's exceptional. That's exceptional. So I'll take those over them nasty ass feelers. Like for real.
Absolutely, I'll take those over the. But that was your question. But on speaking on behalf of the ladies over here, those are really nice shoes.
Yeah,
those are really nice. Like especially the classics, like the all white joints. Like those aren't bad, especially if you know what you're doing with them. Like I remember what was it, Vegas Shoe Plus?
Yeah, yep, in North Las Vegas.
Hell yeah, all the Donna dudes had those
Oh my
God! That was definitely that was their shoe spot. But at the same time, like ain't nothing was wrong with those. With the classics, the actual classics, I'll go ahead and say that. But when we start getting into the K-Swiss ripples and all that other shit or whatever, that's a no go. But the classics, yeah, those and the Reebok classics, like classics, yeah.
Okay, all right. Now I got a question to you. Last 2 shoes on earth. And it's a guy that you dating. Reebok Classic or Nike Cortez?
I'm going Nike Cortez personally, but I'm not upset with Reebok Classic either. Especially if they're clean, like clean shoes. Like I'm not opposed to that because like even when you get into cats from that's down south and everything, like especially like New Orleans, Atlanta, like the soldieries, and I don't got nothing wrong with Reebok Classics. It's all about how you do it.
Yeah.
But there's just certain shoes that's just like hell nah. Like I don't care how much they cost or what's the story behind them and all of that. I just can't really like I don't like it. Don't mean that I'm hating. So Reebok Classics I would definitely give, that's not I'm not upset with that, but the Cortezes, especially the satin joints, like I like I said satin, the nylon.
Yeah, nylons. I hate the leathers.
The nylons,
I hate the leathers.
Yeah, because those are so harsh. Like the nylons, you can actually go on ahead and like you got a lot more wiggle room.
Yeah.
The leathers is like but like I got a fresh pair of Forrest Gump Cortezes right now that's dead stock that I'm still excited to wear whenever the moment.
Quit playing.
No, whenever the moment presents itself, I don't just be throwing shit on, I do, but not on like I gotta like for a dead stock. I'm not about to.
Forrest.
He about to hit the Jenny. Like y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That shit was a moment, but I'm not just about to throw those hoes on just to go to the mailbox.
That's so fucking crazy how a regular Nike Cortez shoe is just a regular with the blue trimming with a red swoosh. That turned into now we calling them the fucking Forrest Gumps.
Hey,
ain't that some shit?
Iconic, but that was the first
one.
Shit. Out of all of the Cortezes, that was the first one.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
Farrah Fawcett, she did numbers in those too. So like they really like they tell a story. The Cortezes are the ones, but man, this one right here, hey. That was really nice. This New Balance 2002?
Yep. Rust Oxide. You know what? I'm here for it. I like it.
I said cop. I did.
You said cops other than the 574s?
I
yes,
did
you
say
did.
that.
Guys, for you guys that don't know, you know that's the only New Balance she wear though. So yes, I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna try to break her out of the shell. Try to get her.
I got some 994s, but at the same time, like
yeah, but we gotta get you some 990s. Gotta get you some
998s,
some 999s.
if they come in this colorway, then we might be talking. But this colorway right here, and then
that
also,
is smooth.
You guys already know the MB, Nikki B. You know that's my whole get down. So I rock with New Balances. I don't want nobody to ever think anything different. But it's just the 574. It just speaks to your girl spirit. But no, these were really really sick. I really love the outline on them, and we were almost at 100% on these on the cop.
Yeah,
somebody
absolutely.
must have snuck in at the last minute and threw some drops in there, but the colorway on it, the rust orange, like kind of tone,
fire.
And the fits. It's really on time also for the fall. This is gonna be really dope. I'm excited.
Bright sweats, black sweats,
yes,
blue jeans. If you ask me.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
Shit,
you gonna wear the dad jeans? You gonna wear the jean shorts?
Yeah, goddamn right.
Okay,
yes,
that's gonna be exciting.
Absolutely, because I'm the
jean shorts with the polo shirt.
Not the polo shirt. Okay, I ain't going that
the
far.
Monarchs.
Yeah, no, I ain't going out like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He said I got more style than that.
Yeah. I ain't going out like that though, because I'm already a weirdo when it comes to winter anyway, because I'm the type of nigga that wear shorts with a hoodie or a crew neck with some tube socks.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm one of those.
Okay,
so,
I appreciate that. I appreciate the different styles and everything that come out in the winter, if we ever get one. Because
we're gonna get one. It's just hot right now. Like we gotta get through this.
Hey, I'm hoping for it because I got some shit to break out, and I'm really excited to do so. But whenever that moment comes, I've just been sitting there feeling like a kid, ready for the first day of school with some of the shit I've been accumulating. Oh man, I'm telling you, I showed you some of it. I was like, hey man, you see the mashup with the mashup.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I've been low key shitting on my kids at my job though too.
Hey,
they've been hating me lately.
Okay. And that's the good thing about it. It's like when you work with kids and they appreciate you, it's like that's like another like plus on why I love what I do, because Miss Nikki, I love your shoes. You got so many shoes. Yep. Like they notice, they take the time. If I was working with adults, they'll sit there. I see you. If they say anything at all, but kids, they not gonna hold back on the compliments.
Yeah. One of my kids, I was walking down the hallway. Oh my God, Mr. Steven, you got on my favorite sixes. I was like, what? What's up? You wearing the Carmines? Oh, I didn't know you knew about these. Yeah, Mr. Steven. So I'm, playing it off like I'm dumb, but I'm really not. So it's like, oh yeah, I didn't know you know about. Yeah, these are nice shoes. So I'm just saying to myself, yeah, nigga.
Still tapped in.
Nigga. I am not one of them old ass washed up dudes, okay? Not the old ass washed up daddy.
Tapped in with the culture.
Yes, I am.
Yes,
I am, and I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna be in my 40s still tapped in. And my 50 still tapped in. Shit, nigga, fucking around. I'm gonna be the next sneaker grandpa on this motherfucker.
Okay. Yes. A real one though.
Yes, a real one.
A real one, because I'm not taking anything away. But the dude that be dressing his grandpa and shit like that.
I like it though.
I don't.
You don't like it?
Hell no. That shit seem fake as fuck to me. It's like, does this nigga even know what he wearing? Cause especially when I be hating on that nigga. I do. I say, hey. I do. The Patrice O'Neal. But hell no, like, I'm serious. Like, don't get me wrong. I followed for a minute, and it's like, it's a line. I like what they put together and everything. But it's like, it's just almost, it's like pretty much like having like a cute daughter and writing her raps for her and shit. And she's saying so much like prolific shit and everything. And it's like, oh, how did she know? Oh, she's ahead of her time. And it's like, oh, how does he know? It's like his grandson is fucking using him. Like, blink two
pretty
times,
much.
Grandpa, if you're in fucking trouble over there. Like, all these outfits. It's like, could you imagine this nigga just want to sit down and watch Price is Right?
Right.
And his grandson, hey, man, they love us on the Instagram, Grandpa.
Right.
We got to get you dressed. Like, so I was like, nah, man. I enjoy it, but, at the same time, I want to see some.
Grandpa be smoking that dope.
Oh, the Smokey Robinson. But.
Gang banging.
No, but I really want to see what Grandpa was wearing in his younger years. Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see how Grandpa looked when he was dressing himself. Because you just using your grandpa as a dress-up doll. That shit ain't cool, man.
Yeah, y'all forgive me. I had that song stuck in my head all day. It was even when I was at church. Smoking that smoke. Gang banging. Y'all ain't never seen that shit. That shit is fucking hilarious. Look up Smokey Robinson gang banging on YouTube. That shit is fucking hilarious.
I think everybody's seen that one. I would hope they have, man.
Man, look, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Smoking that smoke.
Dude, I want you to stop. I'm trying to find a way to get you to stop before that shit gets stuck in my head. All right, on the next shoe. All right, this one actually, what is it? The Nike Dunk High Premium EMB World Champs.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. These actually just looks like a glorified Panda High. With
another Panda High, just with a little watch.
That's what I gotta say, like a little Rolex, a little bezel daddy on
right.
the fucking laces.
Right. Be like the niggas be in the club, like, you know, when they be wearing their belts, have the shirt tucked in just a little bit, so you see my Louis belt. Oh yeah, this Gucci.
Yes.
Nigga, who cares?
It's definitely giving all those players. Yeah. It's giving all those players.
Oh yeah, but I am in agreement with a lot of the people that took this poll. It was mostly a drop, and I'm with y'all on this one.
Yeah, I definitely.
It was definitely a drop. Prices, I want to say, what's the price retailing at? Oh,
$135, and also another little sprinkle. I don't know how this might affect some of you guys' day, but Nike just announced that coming next year, or the next fiscal year quarter, they're going to be going up $10 on a Dunk. I don't know if that's going to affect us in a sense of making them just a little bit more accessible, because it's like kind of weeding out more people. But at the same time, $10 to a certain extent isn't going to make or break if you really, really want the shoe. But it will also, it will make Nike, because accumulatively, getting $10 additional from everybody, that's gonna be a really nice payout for them. So I'm just wondering what they're gonna give us in return for this extra $10. So every bit counts, and yeah, that was something that Nike just announced the other day. So that was just pretty much, like I said, the Nike Dunk High is just pretty much a glorified Panda, and if you want it, you want it. You don't. No. Actually, this is a little bit worse, because it's not even all leather. It's actually suede.
Right. Hey, it is what it is. Welcome. Welcome.
All right. Moving on to the next one.
You know what? I actually like this one.
I saw that.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
I like it. They look good on feet. They do look good on feet. I just couldn't bring myself to it. I was like, because at the same time with Kanye West, right? All right, and then we're talking about the Adidas Yeezys 450 Stone Flax. The thing about Yeezy right now is that it's really, really hard, and fashion is always moving. This was something I wanted to say earlier.
Yes.
Fashion is always moving, right?
Yes.
So it's to be stuck with something that you paid hundreds of dollars with, and then that creator himself come out and start shitting on the product, that's like really, really fucked up. And it's like, okay, like now, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's really important for everybody that spends money and goes with fashion, that they have their own mind and they're not following the Joneses. But if you are following the Joneses and you actually go on ahead and purchase and buy into, someone's likeness and someone's products and everything, and then the creator themselves come out and says, fuck these guys, fuck those products, don't patronize that, and you got like fucking over thousands of dollars worth of this merchandise, that's a real fucked up place to be. So
that's why all you stupid motherfuckers a couple years back when he was with Trump, y'all niggas started burning them shoes, you dumb fucks, and they all went up. Bunch of dummies.
Well, that, and then also the factor of, like I said, it's just the point of we don't know where, you don't know where the creator stands. You don't want to buy something and the creator themselves is actually sitting there and saying, oh, don't fuck with it. Especially if you're buying it on the sole purpose of, it coming from the specific person. So that kind of deal. But that wasn't my reservation on this particular shoe. My issue here was just the point of, I don't own one pair of Yeezys, so I don't.
We gotta change that. I'm telling you.
Well, hey, everybody. It sounds like Steven's gonna be like just really like hooking your girl up with like a whole bunch of different shoes.
Man,
and
we
everything.
gotta change her life.
Like, nah.
To me, you be riding me like Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. I hate trash. I hate this. I hate that. Hate.
I like what I like.
I know you like what you like though, but be open sometimes. No, what do you mean?
Man. I am open. I like Air Max 1, 95s, 97s.
Everybody like Air Maxes.
Not everybody. And it don't matter what everybody like. I do different things. I do the whole classic Reeboks. I got a couple pairs of those. I do the Timbs in the winter. I have a closet of those.
You heard it
like
first,
it's just not, it's not just what meets the eye, but I just like what I like, and I live a Nike life. I live a Nike lifestyle, so that's just I just do it.
You definitely team Nike though, but yeah,
it's not no mistake.
We definitely ain't no fucking mistake though. But
No,
yeah, we gotta change that.
No, hey,
we gotta change
let me
that.
like what I like over here, and you like what you like. I've never said nothing to you about your Adidas.
Hey, it don't matter because I'm open. If you don't like it, so what?
Okay, and I'm open too. I'm open to more Nikes. I'm open to seeing what more Nike, more Team Jordan, and what more of what.
Hey, Nikki remind me like a little kid in elementary. Like, oh, can I have a piece of your candy bar? No, leave me alone. No.
Hey man, it's no.
No.
I stand on what I stand on. I'm not about to just like I did the whole Adidas like the Samoas. No, the Samoas. I have a couple of pairs of Samoas.
Oh no, yeah,
I have Samoas. I just don't have Yeezys because it's like again. Now I'm not saying that anybody like cause with yourself you buy your shoes and you like your shoes and you go about it that way, right?
Yeah.
But imagine, like I said, being a person that's just hype beast out and went and bought into this whole Yeezy situation, and now all of a sudden, what Yeezys aren't cool anymore? Like coming to the playground with that, and it's like you just really like it's like hell no, I'm not about to go and follow all this shit. I'm not following this nigga like he got carrots in his ass like.
I can't believe you
I'm not about to get my B-Rabbit on. Like, no, hell no. I like what I like. I wasn't fuck with Adidas like that beforehand. I ain't gonna fuck with them now. But you're also talking to a person that unpopular opinion. I'll wear motherfucking Adidas track pants with Nike shoes unapologetically. And
you know why? Y'all can get away with that shit. Niggas, we can't get away with that. We would get talked about to
There we go. But you like what you like.
I get it. We like what we like though, but I can't get away with that shit.
Yes, you can.
Hey.
Yes, you can.
Hey.
Yes, you can.
Another point right now. My fellas out there. Can we really get away with wearing Adidas pants with Nike shoes or even Jordans? Because the last time I checked, any person that does that, you're getting flagged and you're getting talked about real bad. So
by whom? Because honestly, like nobody.
Everybody.
I don't give a fuck. It's like I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just like what I like. And until Nike actually makes track pants that are as comfortable and as functional as Adidas, I will fuck with Adidas. And in honesty, even if Nike probably did make those track pants tomorrow, I probably still would fuck with Adidas only because of the fact, not only is the fact that Nike actually did it, Adidas did it first, but it's also the factor of that that Adidas, they have the zippers on their pants and they're more functional. So I wouldn't like if Nike tried to go hop on Adidas soccer track pants, their pants the Toro pants, if they went on ahead and tried to hop on us, I still would fuck with Adidas only because it's the fact of hey, this was their wave, this is what they do. And I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, it's not just about the factor of what's what on, like, oh, I'm just this dedicated. It's like, hell no. Adidas pants make more sense. I like how they're tight at the ankle. I love the zippers. I love the zippers on the pockets. And Nike ain't giving none of that. Nike don't even give the ladies pockets. And it's like, yeah, I understand. Hey, we maybe don't need pockets, but yeah, we do need pockets. Shit,
No, yeah,
I enjoy them, so I like pockets.
I know. I just like to give you a hard time.
No, it's all good. And hey, the thing about it is that I can actually support absolutely all of my opinions. I'm not gonna ever just tell you I don't like something just because I don't like it. I'm always gonna have a reasoning, and I'm always gonna be able to articulate why I do not like something.
Okay.
Or why I do.
Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings. Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, you talking right now?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings.
I prefer Wingstop.
Prefer Wingstop?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Not bad.
I prefer Wingstop. I like their accessibility. I love the fact that their lemon pepper hits a little bit harder. I like my lemon pepper dry. I don't like it wet. And but Buffalo Wild Wings is pretty dope. You said Buffalo Wild Wings, right?
Yeah. Their sauces are good.
Buffalo Wild Wings is dope in the sense that you can sit down and have a drink, but Wingstop on a Wednesday, getting the food, coming off from work, it's Wingstop all day.
All right, one more.
What's that?
Hamburger Hut or Boston Pizza? Yeah, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one, but it's gonna be Hamburger Hut. I've been to Boston Pizza. Okay, do what you gotta do.
Oh my God!
Do what you gotta do.
But I'm with you though. I mean, they're
it's
both,
north or nothing, man.
No, they're both fucking good. Though, but I'm not gonna lie. I do like Boston a little bit better because Boston has that accessibility. You out 1, 2 in the morning, maybe 3. You drunk. You want some food. You want some wings or some fingers. You go right up in there and go get you something. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I miss about
Yeah.
Hamburger Hut being open late like that. Now you gotta catch these motherfuckers before 8 o'clock.
Well, you gotta actually like with Hamburger Hut though too. You gotta think like them being a product of the environment and
Yes,
everything else that
yes.
kind of comes along from that area. But um, like as far as the French fries, and I feel like I told you this too. Like when your wings hit the fries or the
Oh
chicken
yeah, that's
fingers hit the
good.
fries and
Yes,
the sauce is on those fries.
yes.
It's just an unmatched type of
Yes, and
situation. But
yes. And if everybody knows me that really know me, they know I'm King Frenchie. So yeah, French fries are my thing, and they French fries are smacking. And for y'all, our listeners don't know, yes, this is a wing stop where we're from here in Vegas called Hamburger Hut. It's dope. And so if you ever visit Vegas, I highly you guys come here and check it out. Wings
maybe or
fire.
maybe not.
Yeah,
It really is in the hood.
yeah,
It's
it's
really
really
in the
hood though,
hood.
but it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
It's not that
Yeah.
bad. No, it's not that bad. But also like I'm not about to just send it to. I'm not about to
Yeah.
just tell you to go to Hamburger Hut
Yeah, yeah, just
as if that shit is
because.
the MGM. I'm gonna let you know
No,
that
yeah, yeah.
that it is a spot. You're a lot safer at Boston Pizza.
Oh no, yeah. All right, let's get into these albums. First up, JID Forever Story. I ain't gonna front. Great fucking listen. I enjoyed this album beginning to end. Like really, really beginning to end, and even like just from the features and just from the takes and just from the standpoint. I loved the opener. The intro was cool, and then from that to Radar, Dance Now, Crack Sandwich, Can't Punk Me Now, which was one of my favorites with Earth Gang,
Mhm.
Surround Sound. Yeah, 21 Savage killed that. I ain't even gonna front. He did it. Yeah, he did it singing with that. And even going down with Stars with Yasmin Bey, aka Most Def.
Right.
Just in time, Wayne. Yeah, he's been on a tirade
Yeah.
right
He
now.
he
Like
has
he's
he has
really
he's
been
been in
on.
his bag.
Yeah, he's been on a tirade right now, and that was just it for me. Out of the 15, I really enjoyed about a solid 10. It was a
I
few,
yeah.
a few that I didn't like though. But I mean, out of 15, a solid 10, in my opinion, for me, that's not bad at all.
Oh hell yeah, that's
Yeah,
still a passing grade.
yeah, yes,
I
definitely.
liked Brother Nim with Lil Durk also, but my top three favorite songs was actually Stars with Mos Def, Yasin Bey, also Just in Time with Lil Wayne. I enjoyed those were like my top three. But then also like the Crack Sandwich and with the story around it, like with
Right.
the sister and everything,
Oh
and
yes.
just kind of like going through that. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. JID, he's one of those, like I said, like he's definitely next up, and I was really happy to see that this project had dropped because we were talking about him a couple of months ago, when Steve was going in on his Dreamville bashing and everything on how they weren't dropping projects, and then they dropped the project, and here we are now. So I'm really happy that they went on ahead and did this for us, especially by one of my favorite artists. We also have like we had the Earth Gang, we had the Ari Lennox collaborations on this project also. So ultimately, like I definitely would highly recommend it. It was really one of my favorite albums this week,
Oh
and
yes. Yes, yes, yes.
it actually might end up making my list at the end of the year, but we still got some more, time to go, so we'll see.
Right. So yes. So you guys, if you haven't, go ahead and check it out. JID, the never ending, the forever story.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
the
right, right.
forever story
Yes.
because he does have a project called the never
No,
ending.
no, he
Yeah, yeah,
does, he does.
yeah. But
That's
the
why it's
forever.
important too.
All right. Moving on. Next up, the Houston native, underground upcoming rapper Sean the God with the EP, The Most High. You know what? And I ain't gonna front. This actually really surprised me, and
Okay.
I actually enjoyed this thoroughly.
Okay.
From it was 5 tracks, short, simple, and sweet, but
14 minutes.
yeah, 14 minutes. But he was getting straight to the points, and I love the production on here, and even just his lyricism, like
Oh yes.
was amazing on this project. Yeah, and from the intro, the opener, Salah, Champagne, Let's Move though. But the one that really really got me was was this one, the update. Update was was just super dope. Where the beat here just switched up
I don't even really need the bars, it's just the way a nigga give it off. Strange places with familiar faces. Cali Mountains, let me get it, baby. Knew my nigga how to flight the cat. Chase on you trip and get the whip back. Fucking really nothing, never frontin'. Been my nigga since the Big Mac. We stole a whip, get the fucking sauce. We ain't know we had to fuck.
And you know what though? That just lets you know. Honestly, like people always cry about, oh, people not doing more lyricism. There's no bars. But here you go. There's a person that's giving you bars, giving you lyrics, and what's so crazy? He's from Houston.
Yes.
Let that sink in. He's from Houston, so I mean,
And it was really refreshing because of the fact, like you said, he is from Houston, and it wasn't what you're traditionally used to hearing
exactly.
from Houston. I really enjoyed the production. I love the In Too Deep, kind of breakouts in the project. Also, like just the theme of it all, and the fact that how he structured it and how authentic his lyrics were, just with the different things that he had went through in life, and it just really like it sent me home. So I enjoyed the entire 14 minutes. I probably listened to it like probably like 5 times.
Yeah, me
But
too.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
really
yeah, me
nice. I
too.
really
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
yeah, yes, absolutely. So you guys, go ahead and check that project out by Sean the God, and it is called the Most High EP. So with Sean, $ S capital HUN. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Like this dude is really on his grind and really doing his shit. So I mean, you guys definitely y'all checking for the shit that we checking for. You won't be disappointed from this
Absolutely.
project at all.
Absolutely.
All right, moving on. This one caused a lot of controversy this week, especially on my behalf, because everybody was so pissed off about what I said, though. But fuck it. We're going to get into this shit anyway. DJ Khaled, God did. God did. God did. All right. Uh, 18 tracks, 57 minutes. The album can't front. It was a little bit better than the last two albums that
Oh,
we
it
tried.
was absolutely. It's not
Yeah.
even a front on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Like he
definitely.
did not give us
Yeah,
that top 40.
yeah,
He
no,
didn't give
yeah,
us that on
no,
this one.
yeah, absolutely. Standout tracks. God did. We'll definitely get into that in a minute. Use this gospel with Ye, Eminem, Dr. Dre producing. Big Time with Future Lil Baby. Keep going, which is actually my favorite on this joint, cause Lil Durk was chopping. He was doing this thing for sure. Party with the fucking Eddie Murphy and Rick James
Okay, yeah, that was
sample.
the
Yeah,
Migo, that was the
yeah.
Quavo and
Quavo
also and
Takeoff.
Takeoff. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. The Staying Alive, Beautiful with Future and SZA. It ain't safe. Let's pray, fam. We good. We good. Bills paid. Way past luck. These streets know my name. Juice World did it. The Jadakiss interlude. And going down into the last track, Grateful Vori. So I mean, out of 18 for me, I took about like seven of them. Honestly, like really, really seven of them. And of course, I did take the God did because I actually liked it. Wayne's verse on there. Wayne's verse was fucking incredible. But the highlight of the fucking week, oh my God, what everybody said. Oh, Jay-Z's verse of the year. Oh, lyric of the year. You know how I feel about that? No, it's not verse of the year. It was average at best. Did I catch all the entendres? Yes, I did. We know he got money. We know he talking about people that had passed, dead rappers, this and that. I caught everything where he's talking about how people putting on a fake mask and whatever and whatnot though. But y'all to say like, this is verse of the year, like, come on, bro. Y'all can't do that. And let's just be honest though. Most of the niggas that was really arguing that was going on my head about this shit, it was mostly all niggas that's in their 30s and up. Cause niggas in their 20s and niggas below that, they're not checking for Jay. Let's just be honest about that. They're not checking for Jay. Yes, is Jazz a GOAT? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm never going to take that away from him for it. Niggas that's trying to say that I hate on Jay. And if you really listen to the show and the podcast show I did, one of my classic corners from Jay was Life and Times of Sean Carter, Volume 3. And that's one of my favorite Jay-Z albums, next to the Black Album. But the verse for me, I'm just going to be honest. Like, it wasn't trash, but it was just average at best. And that's how I feel about it. Like he got his shit off, of course. Like really, really got his shit off. And the nigga actually really said he cheated because he stopped, did a one take, and then in his second take he ran all the way through because he did say that. So I mean, for y'all to say, oh, he went all the way through, he really didn't. Nigga really actually went on there and said like he cheated on this shit. So it is what it is. So I mean, that's all I have to say about it. Personally, everybody ripped it. I like Wayne's verse because Wayne was just really in his verse really much saying how like he influenced a whole bunch of rappers, and he did. A lot of these niggas from Juice World, the late great Juice World, Dirt, the Babies, and all these niggas. That's all Wayne. Wayne influenced a whole rap culture, like for real. Like Jay done his thing though, but when it's goat talk though, like Wayne did really influence a lot of niggas.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean,
Hey, I'm not. You got enough of the Ron Burgundy flack in your
oh, I
inbox and
did,
everything
I did.
on why you say these things, why these things come out your mouth. So there's not really too much more to add on to it. It's about 2 weeks now at this point.
Right.
But ultimately, like I did enjoy the verse. I did
Yeah.
enjoy what Jay had to say, and it's just the point of elevation. It's the point of like you had said. He had on the pound cake with Drake. He was like,
Yeah.
Lior made millions, Jay made millions. Beans a tell if he wasn't in his feelings. So it's like, okay, yeah, he's kind of had this, but it was so dope to actually see the elevation that yeah, they've made millions, but now they've made billions, and that like to
Yeah.
that, the elevation there. And then also one of the reasons why like I had to go ahead and take my hat to the verse also is just simply because of the fact that we have so many artists that just sits there and constantly like want to relish back into like going back into the good old days when they so dope or the struggle and things like that. What I appreciated with everything that Jay was saying is that it was current and it was relatable to the things that he's going through right now. Is it relatable to the average person? No,
No, it's
these
not.
aren't the average person's
Yes.
problems, but and that kind of goes along too when you're addressing the masses. But then at the same time, it's like the fact of being able to show and to be that representative and to be that symbol of elevation it's just amazing. And like I can't do nothing but appreciate that, to appreciate the fact that he has elevated and he deserves everything. He deserves to be able to say these things. And it's not like he comes out every fucking week with a gloat track, track like that, like in the sense of like maybe the more current ones that's just shoving I'm rich, you're poor, and that's my new shit. But I'm just saying he's not doing this on a consistent basis. So the fact that he did that and the entire time, like you said, it was a break there, but I was like, damn, is this nigga gonna breathe? Like he just kept on going and kept on going and kept on going. And I understand that it's one of those things too that it doesn't matter what people, when certain things come from certain people, it's really difficult to like really get an honest read on it because everybody's
Right.
gonna just clap and cheer just because it came from this particular
Oh,
source.
yo, Jay Z. Oh my
They're
God.
gonna that because it came from this particular source.
Come on, y'all.
But
Come on, y'all.
I'm gonna sit here and say that it was well deserving. And that fucking best part of the album, personally to me, on this album, did Khaled did actually do something that he hasn't done since Major Keys, in my opinion, with the fact that he did not go just hardcore top 40. Because after Major Key, he just went top 40. Like, what was
Yeah.
it, Assad, the Grateful, or
Yeah,
whatever?
I saw the great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever came after, everything that came after Major
And
Keys, it was
yeah.
just strictly to try to hit Billboard. At least with this one, he actually did put more club songs on it. Did I take absolutely damn near anything away from it? No, I didn't. Is it something that I'm gonna, be upset about listening to later on? No, I'm not. I'm not
Nah.
gonna be upset with the fact of hey being in the right setting and hearing these tracks or whatever. But I'll just personally like Khaled himself at times is a little bit much to kind of deal with. So
Yes,
it's like
definitely. Yeah.
that's more or less what it is rather than anything else. But ultimately, this project wasn't it wasn't his worst project that I've gotten. Like I said, the best one that I've gotten in the last few years was Major Key, and this is actually coming. For it to come after Major Key, salutes to Khaled and all the production and everything that they're trying to do over there. They got that Jadakiss track, even the Sweetie track, like all of that
Mm-hmm.
shit on there on the album. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. I was like, okay, well, yeah, I see what he's doing on here. It was just a point on like you said. It's just a lot of of people and just the over like I'm not gonna say expectations, but just the fact of just like kind of overdoing it a little bit, and it was more so from Khaled. That's that. So I'll go ahead and say that. But Jay came in the studio. He got busy, so you know.
Yeah, he did, and like what I said, like for me, all this couple of the tracks were dope though, but I'm just and I stand on that. Like really, like it was really one track really fucking overshadowed the whole album, and that's how I felt about it. It's pretty sad at that point if you ask me though. But y'all was saying that like he did it in one take. Like going back to what I said, he did.
He
Oh
did.
yeah.
God did. He did do it in one take.
But niggas try to make it seem like he was the only person who ever did that. Let me
Okay, so what?
recollect.
He did it then though.
Yeah.
That was
But
he was
let
doing it
me
right then and there.
let me recollect before it was him who did all his music in one take. Y'all must forgot, and his name is Pac. Pac did All Eyes on Me
Okay, but we
in
talking
one
about
take.
Jay-Z right now.
No, but I just
But
hate
no, you want
no,
to sit here and
no,
talk about Pac, but we
no,
talk
but
about
I hate
Jay
the
did
yeah.
it. Jay
I
did.
hate the
God did.
I
Jay,
hate
God did.
really. This is
Jay
what
did it.
no, fuck that. No.
Nah.
Because no, I hate the
No.
fact y'all trying to make it seem like Jay-Z is the first. Jay-Z did this first.
Who
Jay-Z
said he was the first?
man, when I said what I said, niggas went on a tirade on me talking about, oh, I'm a hater, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Jay-Z was the first. Jay-Z, no, nigga, Jay was not the first. Jay has done it, but he wasn't the first. Y'all gotta stop this.
Okay,
Like,
but did he do
real.
it bad this time though? Was it bad?
Like I said, it was average. Personally, to me, I like his neck and wrist verse on push-ups better than this.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. That was yeah. I like that a lot more better than this because to me, I just felt like him going the way long he did. He wanted to get his shit off because who knows? I'm just saying this. Who knows? Maybe he got a hold to Ross verse and Wayne and heard what they said. He was like, "Oh, I can't let these two niggas outdo me." And then the fucked up part of the song, they put John Legend in the back. Like
that was the worst part. I get so tired of hearing but no,
that was terrible.
No, I'm not gonna like to compare or like go like on the fact of like shit. It was something that's like okay, well, you know, going back to the Bronx and fucking hip hop and who was b-boying and all that shit. Like I'm not going to go through the history line. I'm gonna talk about what Jay did right here, and he murked that verse.
Oh, that wasn't no murk. That was alright. That was alright. That was alright. That was alright. Like okay. Yeah, but y'all
Steven
niggas
don't believe, but God did.
Who cares? Who cares?
I'm just fucking with you.
I know you are.
I'm just fucking with you because
you such a dirtbag, man. Yeah, I know. I've been fucking with you this whole episode. So yeah, get your club. Yeah.
No, but sincerely, I really do think that they did great
and people have their opinions. The only thing that upsets me when people are so very opinionated, it makes them feel like you can't say this. You can't say nothing bad. No, it is somebody's opinion. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is.
And then it's also the fact that you got to be able to understand and kind of move with the tides. I'm not saying just with this particular one, but I'm just saying like I'm one to say it like what the fuck like was Larry saying on this track or what was so and so saying on this track. It's like to understand that there are moments where maybe your favorite artist doesn't do their best, and that's understandable, but I expect everybody to just really have a standard of holding a level of accountability, regardless as to how much you like somebody or whatever the case may be. And I'm not just referring to like I'm really actually not even referring to Jay-Z right now. I'm referring to like a lot of the shit that goes on in the media with like Kanye West and all these different people kind of like not holding a level of accountability there, or like he could do or say whatever he wants, and it's not just him, it's just the point of everything.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So y'all go ahead and check out DJ Khaled. God did. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Here, she got her take, got mine. So I mean, hey, that's what hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? We both may like it. One may like it. One may don't. So it is what it is. So,
all right. Yeah. And it's about that time to go ahead and get into the classic corner.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classic.
All right, man. just want to say, great fucking pick with this classic corner.
Man, this one was definitely an easy pick for me. I was really happy to see that, of course, it wasn't picked on any of the previous classic corners, but let's go on ahead and get into it. We're gonna take you back to August 27th, 1996 to be exact. And this is none other than Outkast AT Aliens. All right. This album is just so near and dear to not only myself, but I'm sure everyone else. This is Outkast's sophomore album coming off from Southern Playalistic, Cadillac.
Cadillac music.
Yes. That always turns into a tongue twister for me, so I always just stop at the Southern Playalistic, but I tried to go all the way there, and thank you, Steve. All right, but yes. So, like, coming into the second album, the sophomore album, AT Aliens, where we were just kind of introduced, like, we had that whole player vibe from the first album, but this album just really, like, cemented Outkast as a figure.
Absolutely.
And just let us know that the South really does have something to say at this point. I really enjoyed absolutely every track on here. One of my personal favorites on this is The Wheels of Steel, just because, like, just how it comes off, like, Big Boy comes in and
they... As I said, in my B-boy
stance. Yes.
Sweatpants and flip stands.
Yes.
Let me enhance your brain. Oh, man. And you know what's so crazy, too? Before we even digest into the albums and the tracks, I hear when it comes to Outkast catalog, a lot of people argue this album and Aquemini, but personally my favorite, this is my favorite out of their catalog. Like, out of all their albums that they did, from Stank On Ya, Speakerbox, Love Below, Aquemini, Southern Playalistic, Cadillac Music, this is my favorite Outkast album. The reason why this is favorite, and the same way this holds a sentimental value to you, holds a sentimental value to me, because when my dad had bought the AT Aliens, he bought the single on tape, and this song Wheels of Steel, he kept this motherfucker in rotation.
I'm telling
man,
you,
fucking rotation though.
Time not long ago, like just the whole storytelling aspect on it, and then it's like two dope boys in a Cadillac. It's just every track on this one. I don't really think that there is anything that I would say take off. Maybe some of the, like, the intro or something like that, but even down to the intro, they came in and got straight.
Man, they got
like,
to it.
So we got Elevators, Me and You, Your Mama and Your Cousin too on this project. We got fucking Babylon on here.
Jazzy Bell,
like, oh my gosh, Extraterrestrial. Out of this world,
right.
Like, we were able to get a whole different feel of Outkast, and just the factor of just how, just that the South definitely has something to say. That we are, like, hip hop in general, just switching the dynamics, because at this time, if you guys know anything, this is at the time of, like, coming off from All Eyes on Me, West Coast dominated, fucking Biggie, just everything. So, like, it was really pivotal, and they definitely did that with this project, on actually putting that flag. And we had got stuff from Atlanta, but just really, like, submitting the fact that the South definitely has something to say. If there was ever a project, this would be the project. And like I said, like, this is really one of my favorites. If I had to say my actual favorite, it would be Aquemini. But AT Aliens is definitely comes second to Aquemini for me. But I definitely want to kick it off and go in chronological order. So, here we are, and thank you again on behalf of myself and Lace Rhymes. I really, really appreciate you, Steve, for allowing me to have this moment and really express my gratitude for this project.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely. And like what you said, a lot of the standout tracks for me, well, fuck it, ain't no standout, man. I played this motherfucker beginning and end, and I still do. So, I mean, like, with you, man, thank you so much for picking this album. And, for our young listeners, man, if y'all don't know, like, really, peep game, listen to this album. This, like so much knowledge, and just so much you can just grab from and learn from this album. And just them just elevating themselves just as artists. Big Boy and Dre 3000 just super just elevating from when we had first heard them on Southern Playalistic, Cadillac Music. And like with this, they just totally took a different approach. And then not too long ago, I want to say this year was the 25th anniversary of the album. Like, of celebrating it being out for 25 years. So I mean, this album, this just lets you know it stands the test of time. Is it a top 10 hip hop album of all time? Yes. Possibly a top 5. Honestly, like no matter how you look at it though, but I mean, Nikki, once again, my dog, my girl, yo, you did that. So now I gotta set my game up next week.
Oh, well, like as I said before, you've never disappointed us, so I'm really excited to see what you pull out next week. We did not get to it today, but next week it will be Steven's turn to go ahead and do the unboxing.
Yes.
He's gonna hit us with a double whammy next week with the unboxing as well as the classic corner. But again, this is always love. It's always it's always a labor of love. So. This is me signing off. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Steve, for allowing me to have this opportunity to come in again and express my gratitude and talk my shit for the culture.
Man, you already know, you my girl in a bag of pearls, dog.
Even when God did it. So,
whatever, man. Damn, man. No, yeah, but y'all go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. And we're all on audio platforms, SoundCloud, Apple, iHeart, Google, and now YouTube. So go ahead, follow us, rate, subscribe, tell a friend that tells a friend that tells another friend. If you like what we saying, leave us a comment. If you think some of the shit that we say is outlandish, leave us a comment. So, either way, leave us a fun comment, and we're going to show y'all some love back. All right, though? But until then, this is your boy, Skeetersteve
and Nikki B.
Let's Roms. We out.